All right, welcome back everybody. And in this video, we're going to be talking about the pitcher and batter matchup. This is obviously the most essential and basic part of any baseball game is that matchup between the batter and the pitcher. So let's talk about how that works in Pocket Pennant Run. So I've got a full-size score sheet printed out here, and you'll notice that the score sheet is printed. I did not fill this out myself. I used the software that comes with the game that allows you to print these out as a PDF. You can save them as a PDF, put them on an iPad, or print them out. But this software that comes with the game is really amazing in that you can choose any team basically from the history of baseball, and you can add that team to a score sheet and get a pre-printed score sheet. You don't have to hand write all of the ratings out. I've got the 2022 World Series Game 6 against the 2022 Philadelphia Phillies and the 2022 Houston Astros. We've got Zach Wheeler pitching and Framber Valdez. So to start the game, we take a look at the pitcher and the batter that are up first. So if Philadelphia is the away team, that means Framber Valdez will be pitching to Kyle Schwarber. So if you take a look at the ratings here, Valdez's pitcher rating is a B. We've got pitcher rating, control, and defense. His pitcher rating is a B, and Kyle Schwarber's batter rating is a C, and that's where you start, pitcher versus batter. So this is going to be a B versus a C, okay? So once we know what the matchup is going to be, we will roll the dice, and I'll go ahead and roll my little digital dice over here. And we're going to start with the red die. I will roll all three dice. I'm going to start with the red die. And we're going to take a look at the pitcher card. So if I can get this card picked up. So we said that Valdez is a B pitcher. So we're going to take that red 4 and we're going to look at the B column. Okay, so B4 says defense. So that means there's going to be a defense check. This is a ball that's hit to one of our fielders, and we will figure out whether that fielder makes the play or makes an error. We'll talk about defense a little bit later. Let's go ahead and roll the dice again and see what we land on. Okay, now we landed on a 6. So since Valdez is a B pitcher, we would look down to B6, and that says L/R. Now what L/R means is that if the pitcher and the batter are same-handedness, the batter is going to drop 1 rating. So let's take a look at our scorecard again. Valdez is a left-handed pitcher, as it says right there, and Schwarber is a left-handed batter, so they are the same-handedness. Pitcher gets the advantage in the handedness, so Schwarber is going to drop from a C-rated batter to a D-rated batter for this particular at-bat, for this result. This is different from the first edition of the game. The first edition of the game, the handedness advantage happened immediately. Now it only happened on LR results, okay? So after we subtract that rating from Schwarber because he's the same handedness as the pitcher, we're going to move to the next dice and the next card, which is the batter card. This would also be the case if you landed on any of these bat results. You would move to the batter card. So we're going to set the pitcher card down. We're going to pick up the batter card, and we're going to look at the yellow die roll. The yellow die roll over here, right there, is an 8. And remember that Schwarber dropped from a C to a D-rated batter. So we're going to look at the D column, and we're going to go down to 8. Okay, on 8 it says F9T. That means it's a fly ball to the right fielder, and that resolves that at bat. Okay, so we always start with the red die, and we always start on the pitcher card, and from there we may move to somewhere else. Let's say, for example, on the pitcher card, we rolled for Schwarber and Valdez again, and we landed on CTL. That stands for control. Okay, so let's actually roll these dice again. Okay, so we rolled a 9, which would be a batter, but let's pretend we landed on 2. That means we're going to check Valdez's control rating and read the yellow die. So let's go ahead and pick up the control card, and let's look at Valdez's control rating. His control rating is a B, And we're going to look at the yellow die. That's why the top here is yellow. And we rolled a 3. So we're going to look at B3, and it's a strikeout. So in this case, in this roll, Valdez struck out Schwarber. Okay? There are some other ratings on this card as well that you can reference in the manager's handbook that will tell you what all of these mean. Okay, and then let's roll again. Okay, so in this case, a B1 would be a strikeout, so another strikeout there. But let's say we rolled a 10, and that would go to the batter card. Okay, we rolled a 10. And then we'll take a look at the batter card, and we know that Schwarber is a D, but as you can see, we rolled a yellow 12, so we're going to go down to D12, and that lands on PWR. That stands for power. So in this case, Schwarber took a power swing, and we're going to take a look at the power chart to determine the result of that. So let's pick up the power chart, and let's look at Schwarber's power rating. Oops, I rolled the dice again by accident. So Schwarber's power rating is an A, so we know he's a power hitter. And that dice roll that we had on the last roll, I don't know what it was in the last roll. I think I accidentally rolled it again, but this time we rolled a 12. So we're going to look at the blue die. That's why we have the blue top. And if he's an A power and we look down at 12, that's a home run. So Schwarber hit a home run in this case. There are also doubles, singles. There's a ground rule double on here. There's also some pop-ups on here as well. And there's also opportunity for base runners to tag. So chances are if you're landing on the power chart, there's a good chance something good is going to happen here. So depending on what the power rating is for your batter. So those are all the ways that you could resolve an at-bat. Now on the next video, we're going to talk about what happens when we land on that defense part and we go down to the defensive play chart.